Good morning. My topic for Tech Talk in business economic and financial analysis BEFA is advertising competition in the ethical pharmaceutical industry, presented by K. Srinath. Here the content in the given PowerPoint presentation is introduction about the topic, social issues which arised and the economical issues, legal issues, political issues, and last with current examples of the given topic. Introduction. The case of advertising competition in the ethical pharmaceutical industries is a anti-hypertensive drugs. Advertising decreases the price elasticity of demand in the pharmaceutical industry. We find strong evidence of an advertising effect, in particular detailing effects systematically lower price sensitivity. Pharmaceutical industries produces medicines using drugs and etc. By advertising this, it can be decrease the price of elasticity of demand in the pharmaceutical industry. In the ethical pharmaceutical industry is anti-hypertensive drugs. Given the inverse relationship between elasticity of demand and price, it is likely that consumers pay high prices as a result of the advertising that occurs in the industry. Here are the pictures of some advertising of pharmaceutical company. They are producing different types of medicines and other things which are used for medical help. The first picture we can see the inhaler, and in second picture we can see the Ganatone which are used for medical emergencies, and in third picture we can see the Vicks. It is advertising about it helps stop from cold and fever. Social issues. We estimate that 10% of increasing in advertising exposure increased the number of prescriptions purchased by about 5%, and about 70% of this effect is driven by increased new initiation, and the other 30% is due to increased drug adherence among existing patients. The social issues which is facing about the advertisement of pharmaceutical industry is, here we can estimate that 10% of advertising which is increased exposure and which will increase the prescriptions purchased by about 5%, and the 70% of this can be affected by the drive-in which is increased by the new initiation, and 30% of other is due to increased drug adherence among existing patients. Economical issues. It leads to higher costs and indiscriminate use of prescription that could harm the consumers. And in pharmaceutical companies or industries, the medicines are too cost, and indiscriminate use of prescription that could harm the consumers. Here is the advertising graph of the pharmaceutical company. It is established in here. The graph shows between the advertising graph of pharmaceutical industry or company. It is established in 1997 and its graph is from 1997 to 2015. Here the blue color represents the DTC spent by year in billions, and the light green shows the percentage DTC spent on television by year. It increases rapidly for 2006. From 1997 to 2006, the cost is increased in $1 billion, and from 2006 it is gradually decreasing for 2006 to 2012, and some growth in 2013, 14 and 2015. It reaches the 90% of the percentage DTC spent on the television by year. Political issues, regulatory frameworks, pricing pressure, growing healthcare spend, aging population, growing obesity rates, health trend, growing biotechnology industry, direct advising. These are the political issues of advertising a pharmaceutical industry or a company. The legal issues of advertising this pharmaceutical company is by the Act 1954 prohibits the advertisement of drugs that suggests or lead to the use of drugs for the diagnosis or the prevention of the disease or condition specified in this schedule. Prohibits by the Act of 1954 the procurement of miscarriage of women or prevention of consumption in women, or the maintenance of the capacity of human being for sexual pleasure, or the correction of menstrual disorder in women and girls, any of the diagnosis of any such disease or condition specified in the schedule. Current examples are from the other countries known as Chicago, United States, New Zealand.